All right. Hello, everyone. Adrenaluke here. How is everybody doing? So, going live for the second time today. A lot of you probably tuned in to watch my live stream earlier today when I was racing with Rory Alexander. What an experience that was. Very, very mixed feelings about that. It was a phenomenal start to that race. I think I went from P19 to P9, so up 10 positions in, like, what, 3-4 laps? Well, in the span of 15 minutes, at least. And then just a chain of events that just, you know, 2 accidents with back markers that just didn't know what they were doing, especially rejoining when the track wasn't clear. And that got me so distracted. Hey, Michael, how's it going, man? Long time no see. And those 2 wrecks with the back markers got me so distracted that I misjudged my fuel. I just wasn't even thinking, and I didn't put in enough fuel then in my pit stop, and then I didn't have enough fuel to finish a race. So, but hey, I could say that at least at one point during the race, I was only 2 positions behind the man himself, Rory Alexander. How many people can actually say that? The guy's got great pace, and he's probably the most famous person I've raced with so far. So, yeah, it is what it is. Now, enough talking about that. Let's focus on what we're actually streaming right now, which is console now. We are on console right now, which has been a while racing on console. And we're going to be racing at Bathurst, my 5th favorite track. I say my 5th favorite, and now it is my first favorite to drive on, but the racing isn't really the best in my opinion. But this is exhilarating to drive on. So this is going to be simulating the Bathurst 12 Hour, which is going to be a real life race that'll happen in a few weeks from now. We have a 12x time multiplier for the race. So it's going to be a 1 hour race with a 12 time multiplier. So every 5 minutes that passes in real life, it'll simulate that an hour has passed in the game. All right, slow setup. To die 18 deaths at. I mean, I'm so tired, Darnell, that I might have some deaths myself here, so never know. Yep, I know, Darnell. That's why I purposely set the session time to begin at 4 a.m. because by the time we have the green flag, it will be 6 a.m., which is when we want the race to start. All right. Let's get out there. Oh my God, I am so sleep deprived. What a track to race at when you're sleep deprived. Like, this track demands the most focus of any track in the game right now, until Nordschleife drops. Hopefully that glitch with the chat doesn't happen again. But yeah, Darnell, the pace lap is going to be pretty much a full hour. How's it going, Michael? It's been a while. What have you been up to? how's it going?
Yellow flag in sector 2.
I'm just gonna call you Who, if that's alright. So this is on PlayStation right now. I also have it on PC. I streamed it on PC earlier today. I actually was racing with Rory Alexander earlier today. But yeah, I have it on both console and PC. Those are terrible lap times. Jonathan Clifford! Wow, what a day to be alive. You're in my chat. Man, what an honor. So I got to race with Rory Alexander today, and now I get Jonathan Clifford in my chat. Man, the second you join my live stream, I have to be getting 2:05 lap times. That's embarrassing. I usually get 2:03 lap times here. It's good to see you in here, man. It's an honor. Graham, how's it going, Graham? John, you probably know this is not the easiest track to be checking chat while driving on. Not to mention I'm on pretty much 0 minutes of sleep today. Still more than a full second slower than I should be. Oh, you're Russell, okay. I didn't know you were Russell. From the Discord, I got you. Man, I went way too slow there. Oh yeah, no problem, Russell. Josh, how's it going? Josh, I have Jonathan Clifford in my chat, dude. Like, what is going on today? I've raced with Rory Alexander, and now I have Jonathan Clifford in my chat. Like, dude. Am I dreaming today?
Come on, let's go.
It feels so weird being on a track with only 7 people on it after being on a track earlier today with 55 people on it. Keep messing up there. I don't know if he's still here. He probably just popped in for a bit. But it is pretty cool that he popped in at all. Okay, that's why we practice pit entry. We know that we shouldn't go that deep. That's why you practice pit entry, so you don't do that in the race. So I tried getting away with braking a little bit later in pit entry, and I learned that you're not supposed to do that. Oh, he is extremely fast. He would leave Rory in the dust, dude. He is extremely fast. Yeah, he is extremely fast. I could only dream of being as fast as him. Check out his channel, Russell. If you don't know who he is, check out his YouTube channel. He streams all the time. He's not as famous as Rory, but he's a lot more higher caliber of a racer. Like he's extremely fast. Well, he seems to race in different times than Rory does, so I don't know. It's definitely possible, though. Although, I don't know if Rory would be in lobbies as high ranked as Clifford. Alright, let's practice pit entry again. Beautiful stuff. Alright, I don't feel like I need to practice pit entry anymore. I feel like I got that down to a science. Hey Stardust, how's it going? Stardust, I don't know how much you watch of how my race went with Rory earlier today, but I have really mixed feelings about it, you know. Looking back at it, I'm really happy that I got 2 positions behind Rory about 15 minutes into the race. So I was gaining on Rory. I feel like it, so I ended up getting in 2 different wrecks with back markers at 2 different points in the race. And if I wasn't taken out by back markers who just weren't paying enough attention, I feel like I would have caught up to Rory, because I was gaining on him every lap. So that's just disappointing. But I mean, it is what it is. You know, people make mistakes, but it's frustrating. But I ended up getting distracted by those wrecks of the back markers that I just messed up how much fuel I put into my pit stop anyways. So didn't put in enough fuel to even finish the race. But Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. But at least I know that I have the pace to keep up with Rory, so there is hope that in the future I can be racing right behind him or in front of him in the future. So this track right here actually is what they're racing at next week. And look at this, it feels so weird having 7 people on the track instead of 55 like what we had earlier. Rory pulls in some pretty big crowds, doesn't he? It's good to have you in here again, Stardust. I always enjoy having you in here. Oh, thank you. I needed to hear that because I was so grumpy about it, and I really need to work on not getting so grumpy on stream. You get around? Well, thank you guys. You guys are too kind. Oh, I think you're saying you get around with Stardust, meaning that she pops into different streams? Yeah, I get what you mean. Well, I should be getting low 204s or high 203 lap times, so we're not where we should be right now. But regardless, I guess I'll take this time to calculate fuel. Oh, Stardust, by the way, his name's Russell, if you want to call him Russell. I guess it's up to him. Alright. Let me see, I put in my notes on my phone how much fuel I was using in here, because I'm just not up to pace right now, so I think I might be using more fuel when it comes to the race time. It looks like I was using 3.5 liters per lap, and I was getting a 203.7 when I was practicing the other day. So right here I'm getting, yeah, see I'm not, that's why I put in my notes in my phone, because I was using more fuel because my pace is faster the other day. So should we put in more fuel just to be safe? We should calculate somewhere in between, I guess. Like I'll just calculate like 3.48 liters per lap or something like that. 3.48 liters per lap. I'll calculate based on that. So I'm opening, Russell, you were asking about this earlier. So see that it says Sim Racing Race Fuel Calculator. You just Google ACC Fuel Calculator. So it wants me to put in the race length. So I put in 60 because it's 60 minutes. Lap time, I'm getting a 2:03.7 is a faster lap time as I was getting the other night. So I'm going to put in a 2:03.7. And I'm going to put in for the average fuel per lap 3.48. Even though I was getting 3.5 the other night, but we're slower today just because of how sleep deprived we are. So I'll put in 111 liters, somewhere around there. Although we're gonna be getting stuck behind GT4 cars, so we're not gonna be using much fuel when we're stuck behind the GT4 cars. So I'll put in 110 liters, just to play it safe. Probably could get away with less, but 110 should be good. So let's see how we're gonna break this up. Here, I'll do this. I'll put in 45 liters to start, and then in the pit stop, I'll add in 65 liters. And why I'm doing it this way, because you might think, well, why are you making your pit stop more fuel than your starting fuel? I'll tell you why. It's because I know I'm going to pit early on, because this is a simulated 12-hour race, so the time multiplier is going to make time fly by. So I know that I'm going to have... Okay, it's going to be a lot colder at the... Jake, how's it going, man? So it's going to be a lot colder at the start of this race. So I'm going to have my starting pressures of my tires a lot higher to begin with. And then because of the 12x time multiplier, it's going to get hotter and hotter. So it's going to reach like peak temperatures and get really hot earlier on in the race in the halfway point. So I'm going to do my pit stop early on. So you know what? I'll put in 40 liters of fuel to start, and then I'll put in 70 liters in my pit stop. How about that? And, I think those starting pressures should be good. How's it going, Jake? Oh, it's a green track. Well, I was wondering why my lap times suck right now. I was wondering why my lap times were pretty bad. Okie dokes. Well, I mean, green track and sleep deprivation, not a good combination. And Bathurst, green track conditions, and 0 minutes of sleep. Perfect combination, am I right? Alright. Let me see if... Okay, so 3, 5, 7... Okay, so those pressures right there for my pit stop will be if it's 35, 45 temps. So the fuel goes by the race length, 60 minutes. Like so, much a min sounds easy enough. So much a minute. It just, Russell, just go to Google. Oh, you're hanging out with the kiddos? Nice, man, nice. Did you see that 16 car pile up? Russell, go to Google, type in ACC fuel calculator. It'll just ask you to put in like the race length and then the lap time you're getting and the average fuel consumption. I'm gonna relax for a bit. I've gotten enough practice, feeling good enough. And then we'll drive out during qualifying. Actually, you know what? We can get in a little bit more driving. Why not? Just so that we'll be a little bit extra prepared. Yeah, you ought to check it out, Russell. It's a lifesaver. I would never calculate fuel without it. Although I say that being someone that ran out of fuel, but the reason I ran out of fuel earlier today was not because of my calculations were correct. I just screwed up by thinking I got in 2 wrecks in the race, so I knew I used less fuel because of rejoining after those 2 wrecks. And then I thought I can get away with less fuel, but then I put in way less fuel than I should have. So that was a improv on-the-spot adjustment that I just got way off. I do not use Coach Dave, I don't use Go setups, I don't use anything. I make my own setups myself. It takes a lot of patience to do that, though. Not everyone wants to spend hours and hours making their own setups. I use Motec software to help me make my setups, though, and that's not available on console. You can't really have telemetry on console for setups. Track feels so empty, man. I'm used to having 55 people on track. It's going to be a little bit of a learning process, I'll tell you that much, Russell. So, you gotta have patience. But we're here to help you out. Yeah, because of the crashes, right. We're at least about 4/10 faster this time. Better than nothing.
Yellow flag, be careful there. We're not making crossing fastest lap.
Alright, so the first 10 minutes of qualifying is going to be GT3. Second 10 minutes is going to be GT4, and I'll remind them again in the Discord. Darnell, if you're listening to the stream, can you tell everyone in the voice chat if anyone is anyone in the voice chat right now? I don't think anybody is. Wow, that says something, because we normally have like a lot of people in the voice chat, and I guess this track is just one of them where everyone has to focus. So no one's in the voice chat. They got to be focused. Where's Fox? Fox says he's going to be joining us today. Fox, come on, man. Chicken. I'm just playing with you.
Green light, go, go, go.
All right, let's do this.
Low tire pressure, stay away from curbs. Alright, track conditions are fast now.
Come on. Which mistake out of pit lane? Not sure if I recall. This is not going to be my best lap. We went deep. Message retracted. Uh-oh, did you send something naughty? All right, final lap right here. We could have put in a lot less fuel. Come on, man. So much wheel spin coming out of that corner. Alright, we're just gonna forfeit qualifying because this is going terribly. Find a safe place to park, which sometimes can take forever at this track. I should have put in way less fuel, but we only have 1 minute of qualifying left, so not really worth it. going to be another bonus point for Darnell in the standings. I put in way too much fuel, though. Oh, you removed it yourself. Josh, I'm not saying it. Darnell, I put in way too much fuel. I had like 7 liters too much fuel in qualifying. That, and I was messing up every lap, so not really the greatest qualifying. But you definitely need those bonus points in the standings right now, Darnell. Alright, I'll be right back. Darnell, I wasn't in the mirror. I was on the toilet. Getting some pre-race weight reduction in, if you are catching my drift. All right. Change the input back to PlayStation. Just console things. You don't have to change the input on PC. I can go straight from my stream right to the game on PC without having to change the input on my TV. But would you believe it? Alright, we got 2 minutes of qualifying left. We just got one person out there. It's just GLR. So Josh, I don't think he's even qualifying. He's just like, forget this. I'm just going to start from the back. GT4s are a bit tricky at this track. There's a big speed difference between the GT4s and GT3s here. A lot more so than most tracks. So am I the only one that didn't even set up my starting tire pressures for the beginning of the race yet? Chuck McClare. Turtle Camaro clip. Hey Darnell, don't get a drive-through penalty or anything, man. I want a good fight. I want to have to work for this. Look at how hot the temperatures are getting, guys. 36 degrees Celsius ambient temperature. That's what, 97 degrees Fahrenheit, isn't it? That's like 97 degrees Fahrenheit. Let me look that up on Google. Where's my phone? Oh, in my pocket. Silly your worries. All right, let's figure out 36 Celsius and 46 track. So 36 Celsius to Fahrenheit. That is, yeah, 96.8, so pretty much 97 Fahrenheit. Let's look up 46 Celsius, which should be the track temperature. That's 115 degrees Fahrenheit track temperature. Our tires are going to be roasted, dude. That's insane. Yeah, I think, yeah, one of them rage quit, didn't he? That's a shame. Way too many people are just too scared of Bathurst, man. I feel like people don't give the track a chance. I love it, personally. I love it. Highs instantly. Well, we're going to have a 5-minute pre-race waiting time. I know in Rory's race, there's only like a 1-minute period before the race began. So you had to just scramble. Like, you had 30 seconds to get your starting pressures right and all that before you just had to load out on the track. Easy to get frustrated here. Yeah, well, I personally don't get too frustrated here unless if I deal with, like, other people. All right. It's going to be interesting starting the race in the dark, though, and just having the weather, like, progressively get hotter and the sun coming out. Like, look at this. We're starting in pitch black. It's going to be really interesting. So already the time progression in the game has already began. That's why I made the pre-race waiting time 5 minutes, because it'll be an hour before we start the pace lap, and then the pace lap will be another hour. So that way we can get it right to where green flag should be around 6 a.m. if I did this right. Might not be exact. It'll be close enough. The real question is, can I stay awake before this race is over? Might fall asleep at the wheel. Alright, I'll do this. Now, I'm not even going to do much weaving in the pace lap because I don't want the tires to overheat once we get into the hotter temps. No, Josh. No. Like, I guarantee you, once we roll out for the pace lap, it's going to say, like, 5 a.m. because the time progression has already began before it even, like, once that timer's counting down. You'd think otherwise. You'd think, because it says session start end in that timer, so you'd think the session timer hasn't already, like, you think that the game time progression hasn't began, but no, it does, which it doesn't really quite make sense. But that gives us a lot of time to relax before this. Kind of just sit here awkwardly. That's the thing, I already have everything set up and ready to go. Thank you, Stardust. Alright, take care, Stardust. Thanks for popping in. Unfortunately, you're gonna miss the race then. Oh well. You're not gonna be missing much. I mean, it's only like 7 of us. It's not gonna be nearly as exciting as Rory's race. I'll see you next time, Stardust. But see, Russell, another thing about my setups, I make it really aggressive. And I feel like, well, I have it kind of in the middle ground. I feel like all the setups I see are either way too aggressive or not aggressive enough for my taste. So I like to just make it how I like it. Like some of them, like car just understeers like crazy and doesn't want to rotate enough. And then other setups, I'm like, what the heck is this? Like, they do... A lot of setups, they do something stupid where they just do absolute maximum on the left of toe. And, like, absolute maximum on the right of caster. And, you know, absolute minimum on the diff. Rear anti-roll bar to the max. No anti-roll bar on the front. You know, stuff like that. And it's just stupid. Like, that stuff is way too extreme. And why do people pay for setups that are like that, though? That's what I don't get. Like, you're paying money for that when you can just do that yourself. There's no science that goes into those setups. Why do people pay for those? I don't understand that. Alright, let's do this.
Going single file.
Yep, see, I told you we're starting the pace lap at 5 a.m. So I'm not going to do any weaving of the tires. Wet setups are tricky because it has understeer and then it has snap oversteer in the wet. That's how it goes. And that's because you get more understeer in general in the wet, but you also get less stability, so it's easier to lose the rear at the same time, despite having more understeer. So it's really hard to get it just right with wet setups. Thank you, Russell. Should be just fine. Fine and dandy. What I'm really worried about is 55 cars with this track, but I mean, we got 6 of us. It was 7, but now we got 6 of us, so 6 of us on this track, I'm not too worried. But 55 cars here, oh, you better believe I'm worried. Yeah, it's snap oversteer in a way to where you have less stability, so it's easier to lose the rear in the wet. And the thing that sucks too in the wet is that you gotta have traction control high, and having high traction control, that makes it more. I'm gonna turn my volume down until the green flag. That makes it harder to correct a slide, because you want to use throttle to correct a slide a lot of times because of liftoff oversteer, which means that your vertical weight transfer goes towards the front wheels too much. And so, you know, you think of when you're in a car, like your own car that you own on the road, when you floor it, your body goes back. That's because the weight transfer is going towards the rear. So you can use throttle application to your favor in that way to manipulate the vertical weight transfer to try to correct a slide when there's too much of the load on the front wheels. But that usually works when you have low traction control, because when you're sliding, traction control is going to kick in more, which is going to prevent power from coming through on the engine. So once traction control detects that you're not in traction, it cuts off power from the engine. So then you can't correct the vertical weight transfer being too much to the front there.
Stay away from curbs.
But that's just my 2 cents. But do not turn traction control way down to try to prevent that in the wet. That's not a good idea at all. Alright, volume going back up. Yeah, we got you, Russell. You're part of the family now. Here we go. Time to kick some butt.
Green light, green light. Go, go, go. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Having a drag race of Darnell down the front straight already? Go, Lamborghini, go! Come on! Already getting bright out. Thank you, Graham, thank you. This time progression's pretty neat, isn't it? It's already bright out. And it's early morning now, 6:14 a.m. Whoa! We almost lost the car with those bumps. Time to chase down Darnell. You gotta be careful though at the same time, we're on cold tires. Okay, we put our starting tire pressure a tad bit too high, oh well.
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
Sun's coming out. I'm not sure what you mean by does it differ from car to car. Well, yeah, I just don't know what you mean by, I mean, if I think I understand the question, no, the mirror should be the same with each car. Notice how much more calm I am in this stream than I was in the race with Rory. I just feel a lot less pressure. He had a better exit out of Hull's corner going on to the front street than I did. He's going to be picking up a slipstream draft as well. And my braking ankle is getting sore from all this driving. Alright, catch you later, Graham. Thanks for popping in. Good luck in your stream. Look at your settings. Yeah, I'm sorry I don't know what you're talking about, man. I'm not trying to, like... I just don't know what you mean by it is all. Right, tires are starting to get hot. We'll go a few more laps, though. Oh, you're all right.
Well done, mate. That's not bad.
Are we already about to lap a GT3 car? What's going on? That was a terrible exit to the back straight. You do not frustrate me, don't worry. I'm not frustrated in the slightest.
Well done, mate. This has been your personal best.
We're gaining on Darnell. Just keep it nice and consistent. He'll be feeling more pressure the closer we get. And the more pressure he's under, the more likely he is to make a mistake. Oh, too much mid-corner speed. Come on. Now he's pulling away. I said to keep it nice and consistent. I'm not listening to my own advice. Yeah, you're fine, man. No worries at all.
There's a slow car ahead.
Slow car ahead. What's going on?
Well done, mate. The fastest lap so far.
Okay, we're getting close to lapping a GT3 car. Just a little over 15 minutes into this race. That should not be going on. All right, let's go. Okay, Javier just did a pit stop. We might do ours at the end of this lap, actually. You know, that was actually smart on him. He avoided the GT4 traffic. It's 6 cars. There's 4 in GT3 and there's 2 GT4s. But yeah, participation overall is pretty low, which is really bumming me out. How are you doing, by the way, Van Drake? All right, let's get ready to roll.
Mandatory stop is not clear. Come on, go, go.
Here we go. Almost at the midway point. I'm doing alright. Ups and downs. I'm still trying to get over how that race with Rory went, but I mean, hey, I gotta get over it, you know? There's gonna be more races with them in the future. In fact, the next race with them is at this track. Oh man, that was the major mess up. Notice we didn't try to still... Hang on. Alright, as I was saying, notice how earlier when I braked late and I realized that I didn't still try to make the turn as I normally do. There's a lot of rookie mistakes that people make, especially with elevation changes like that, is that if they brake too late, they still try to make the turn the same way that they always do. And so then you're overloading the tires, you're not going to have the grip there since you brake too late, and that causes a spin. See, I just kept braking in a straight line knowing I'm going to go way deep into the corner, but that's better than the alternative. Yeah, it should be fun next Friday. Darnell still hasn't done his pit stop. Wonder when he's gonna do it.
You're at the halfway mark. Keep pushing.
Alright, so we're more than halfway done now. Indiana.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
I mentioned it in the Discord chat. Yeah, no kidding. There's a lot going on today. Man, I just want this race to be over. Come on. I'm driving by myself. Well, we definitely overfueled this time. I think it's got them paranoid of what happened earlier today. Wow, man, I'm so tired right now. I'm about to fall asleep. Well, not compared to earlier today. I did a 90-minute race earlier today. This is a piece of cake compared to that. But this one feels... Whoop. This one feels longer because, there's hardly anyone in it. That makes it feel a lot longer. When you have intense action non-stop, like the Rory race, it doesn't feel as long. Even though it was way longer. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I'm just really kind of let down by the attendance of 3 seasons in a row now. It's not looking good. almost down to the last 10 minutes, though. Just gotta hang in there. I really overfueled. I'm definitely paranoid about what happened earlier today. Look at this, 23 liters in the tank with only 6 minutes left. Javier, gotta stop and go. The GT4 cars, yeah. But I'm not racing against the GT4 cars. They're a different spec of race car.
Yellow flag,
Uh-oh, did they wreck?
slow car ahead.
Yep, one of them did at least. I mean, I spun once in this race, so... it happens. All of us are on the same stretch of road right now, at least. Or we were. What? No way!
Okay, the leader is on the final lap now. Give it what it can.
What? I think I know what happened. Darnell's short on fuel, so he tried to time that, and I came in just in time to where he couldn't time that. Let's go! We might be able to win this! Come on! Final lap, and we're in the lead now! What just happened? Go, go, go! Oh, he hit the wall! And he's fuel saving, I think, too. I've been there earlier today. I know how that feels. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. Let's bring it home. I was not expecting to win this. No way is this actually happening. Wow. We just won the race. What just happened? Give her saving that replay. That is hilarious. Okay, save that replay and save the highlights too. All right, we got to quit the replay and go back in to save the highlights, just console things. Oh, somebody just rammed us. Oh, man. Oh, man. Wow. Wow. You know what happened? He was low on fuel, so he tried to time it to where there was like only 5 seconds left, so he parked it right before the finish line. He was going to cross the line right when it hit 0, right? But then I came across, right when there was 1 second left, I crossed the finish line and started another lap. And I was like, ha! That means if I was 1 second slower, if I was 1 more second behind him, he would have won. That's why you never let off. You have to keep at full pace the whole time. You never know. Stuff like that can happen. Woo! Yeah, Josh, I wonder who ran me. All right, wow. All right, well, we won. Race fast, race clean, and I'll see you all tomorrow where we have another console league race, this time at Monza. Not really a track that I enjoy much, but I will see you guys tomorrow.